This is awesome. Hey friends, my name is Mike and welcome back to Nowhere Bound, and in this adventure we're going to be on brand, and I'm really excited about this one because we're going to one of my favorite places in the entire state of West Virginia. I got some inside information on a dispersed campsite. We're also going to chase some waterfalls, explore some amazing views, do a little overlanding, and explore the really awesome town of Thomas, West Virginia, one of my favorite places I've ever been. Thanks for joining us. Welcome to the adventure. I can't even imagine a better place to be than right here, right now. The temperature's perfect, just a little bit cool. I think it's about 68 degrees when I check the thermometer. We're about a half a mile away from the Olson Tower. And if you're familiar with this area of the Monongahela Forest, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I am going to pin this site on a map, but it's not going to be available to the public. It's going to be for the Patreon subscribers only. This is definitely a 5-star jackpot site. Level, clean, dry, and I'm going to leave it better than I found it. We are in bear country, so I'm not going to cook anything extravagant. In fact, tonight I might just have a snack and then call it a day. And check out that epic firing there. The camera is brightening the image significantly. It's getting really dark. Tomorrow morning, I'll disconnect the camper, and it's a pretty good spot right here. In the morning, I will show you around the campsite, and we'll do some drone shots, and we'll take a quick walk up to Olson Tower since it's so close. This forest is absolutely quiet, like completely silent. All right, I set up a trail cam on the tree right behind the camper because I'm curious to see if anything sneaks around and checks us out overnight. It is completely silent up here. No wind, no birds, no rustling of leaves, nothing. It's almost eerie, but I don't have a creeped out feeling up here like I did at the Ring Mill camp that I did last year. So I think it's a good idea to just get some rest and get ready for the big day tomorrow, because I got a lot of stuff planned that I want to show you, and I'm hoping we get to all of it. I've got a brand new pair of Brooks hiking shoes. I've tried all kinds of brands. I used to use Merrell hiking shoes exclusively. I've gone through about 3 pairs of those. Then I switched to Columbia. Then, thanks to Gina's recommendation, I tried Brooks because she wears these for work, and by far the best hiking shoe. I highly recommend them. There's no sponsorship involved here. This is just based on my experience. These are the best. Juniper is sound asleep, and I'm not that far behind her. Yeah, it's kind of ridiculously perfect right now. It's 70 degrees in here. I'm not sure what the temperature is outside, probably around 60. It's a very quiet, peaceful night out here in the Monongahela National Forest. I'm excited to show you where we're at tomorrow morning, so stay tuned, and we'll see you then. Good night. Well, good morning. We slept in a little bit this morning because we were woken by a pack of coyotes. Weren't we, puppy? She didn't react other than just to stand up and stick her nose in the window. And it took us a little while to get back to sleep after that. They were close. I would guess maybe 50 yards from our campsite. And I did set up the trail camera, so I'm going to go out there and take a look and see if it captured any footage. Wow, what a beautiful morning up here. Not a single noise. No cars, no people around at all. This is perfect. So we're going to get up and get our day started. You ready to go outside, puppy? I hear a woodpecker out there. You want to go see him? Come on, let's go. This is the road coming in, and beyond that is the main forest road that leads up to the Olson Tower. And from that road, it's kind of got a direct view of the camper right here. Plus, I'm in a little bit of a mud hole since I couldn't see last night very well when I parked. And I don't want to worry about Juniper's muddy toe beans tracking mud into the camper. So this spot right here is a little bit more dry and grassy, and it's very level, more level than over there. So I'm going to just back the camper in right here. That's the first order of business today. All right, I'll just back up on that rock. It's nice to have a little extra time to fine tune everything, because I'm getting this camper exactly how I want it. And it's going to be super stealthy now, because from where it is, you can't really see it at all from the main road. And we're going to test that later. The gnats are out. Okay, perfectly level. We're untethered. Next thing I need to do is get some coffee. I've already done way too much work this morning without coffee. Here you go, puppy. You can have a little more. There you go. Good girl. Mad Anthony's Extra Hot. This was a birthday gift from Gina. And yes, it was my birthday a couple of weeks ago. I'm 54 years old on paper. Off paper, I'm more like 12. Okay, let's give this hot sauce a try, shall we? Mmm. Mm-hmm. It's pretty good. Just a little hot. Gets the endorphins flowing, you know? Gonna finish eating, then clean up, and we'll head up to the tower. Finish our coffee up there. This is good. It's been a nice relaxing morning here at camp. We've just been hanging out for a little while, taking it easy today. I'm not in a huge rush because we are leaving tomorrow. I've got one more night here, but there are a few things I want to go see today. And to do that, I'm going to take the Jeep, leave the camper here at camp. Now let's talk security for a minute. And I've gone over this before a long time ago, but a few things have changed in my security system. So the main thing is right here, I'm using a standard hitch lock. I also leave the stabilizer jacks down and take the tool with me. It's a special tool that most people aren't going to have handy on them. So it's a combination of things to just slow somebody down. The other thing is I've got my chair and my table out, and that to me says somebody's going to be back at any time. And the last piece of my security equation is this trail camera right here. I have a game camera set up pointing right at the camera, and I also have a heavy chain that I'll sometimes put around the wheel and the axle with a heavy duty padlock. But I don't think that's going to be necessary up here because we've hardly seen anybody. Nobody's turned up into this campsite at all. We're very well hidden back in the woods here, almost as if we're stealth camping, which is pretty cool. I'll take this over a campground any day. So I'm also going to be taking all of my camera gear with me in the Jeep. I've got the trash tied to the hitch because I'm going to find a trash can somewhere. So I have the shades open on the window. If anyone wants to come and take a look inside, they'll be able to see that there's nothing valuable in there. I'm more worried about bears than thieves up here, to be honest. And that pack of coyotes last night was crazy. It sounded like they were in the clearing just beyond our campsite here, maybe 50 yards away. And there was a lot of them. It startled me awake, man. I'm glad it wasn't a pack of bears, though. After my recent brush with lawlessness, it made me realize that I need to be extra diligent with security and making sure my equipment is secure, especially when I'm leaving camp. But another thing that is equally, if not more important, is the ability to communicate when you're out in these rural areas, because if you're in an emergency and you need help, you need to get a hold of somebody. For a long time, my primary method has been my satellite communicator, which has done a great job, but it can be a little clunky and inconvenient, especially if you don't have a good view of the sky and there's delays between messages and so on and so forth. It's just good to have multiple options when it comes to communication. So you may have noticed that I have this antenna mounted to my Jeep, and that's because I picked up a high boost Travel 3.0 Explorer X cell phone booster, and it's a special booster made for overlanding with extra power, and it really has come in handy. And it got me out of a situation once, actually, when my satellite communicator wasn't working. The antenna comes with a bracket for mounting on a roof rack, which obviously I don't have on the Jeep, so I opted to go with a standard CB antenna mount right behind the spare tire here, and it works okay. I probably would get a little bit better performance with the antenna mounted up higher, but it actually works just fine where it is. The tailgate has a pass-through behind this panel, and this is where I ran the wire from the antenna. I have the wire running from the tailgate to the input on the box here underneath the passenger seat. The second antenna is mounted here on the center console, and this is what sends the boosted signal to your cell phone. I do have a very weak signal here at camp, but it's a perfect scenario for the cell phone booster because without it, the calls would be dropped and the data would be very slow. So let's just do a speed test to compare the difference. With only 1 bar of signal and the high boost off, we get a download speed of 22.1 and an upload of 0.59. Then when we turn the high boost on, we get a download of 34.3 and an upload of 1.56. With that extra bandwidth, I'm going to be able to download maps out here if I need to, and it also ensures that I can stay in touch with my wife so she knows that I'm safe and I can get help if there's an emergency. So check out the High Boost Travel 3.0 Explore X cell phone booster in the link in the description. I've got it there for a special viewer price, and you'll be glad you did it. So let's continue our adventure and go exploring here, and we're going to have cell phone signal while we do it. All right, I have the tower all to myself. We're gonna go all the way to the top. Last time I was here, it was locked, but I can see that it is open now. So, away we go. We're only about halfway up. Check out that view. Okay. I can hear Juniper whining. She's all the way down there. Juniper, it's okay. Good girl. Oh yeah. We're at the top. The very, very top of Olson Tower. Yeah, this is a good day. Beautiful day for this. Not too much wind, comfortable temperature, beautiful sky. Wild, wonderful West Virginia. Terra firma. I'm sorry I made you nervous, puppy. You're a good girl. Want a drink? Olson Tower was awesome, but we got more awesome stuff to see, so don't go anywhere. This mountain would be a great place to camp in the heat of summer. It's going to be 10 degrees cooler up here than anywhere else. No rivers or streams up here, but we're not that far away from black waterfalls. I think I just saw another campsite. I'm going to go check it out. Let's go see what's back there. Well, we're stuck in the mud. Time for four-wheel drive. Yeah, I'm not really in the mood to go mudding today. It looks intriguing. We'll save it for another day. Let's get on out of here. I'm going to keep it in four-wheel high because there is some bumpy stuff coming, if I remember correctly. Bumpy was an understatement. It was not long before we came upon this pretty gnarly washout. But on the plus side, I met another solo jeeper, so I had company for the rest of the ride. My one regret is that I did not air down my tires or disconnect my sway bar. Doing that would have made the ride a lot more comfortable, but it was fun nonetheless. Okay, we've made it to the famous washout. I've seen this in many videos, but I've never seen it in person. I'm just going to take a look. Here goes nothing. The canyon rim road leads us to Douglas Falls, A perfect stop before reaching our final destination, which is the town of Thomas. We chose the scenic route to get here, but if you're driving a two-wheel drive on-road vehicle, there are paved options that will take you most of the way. That said, no matter which direction you come from, the final stretch requires at least a mile of dirt road. It's part of the adventure that keeps this place feeling just a little bit hidden. Douglas Falls is just one of the hundreds of waterfalls scattered across the mountain state. If you're the kind of person who loves chasing waterfalls, West Virginia is a place where the list never really ends. You just keep discovering the next one around the bend. On my way back to camp, I stopped at Mountain State Brewing for one of their famous pizzas to take back with me. Then I headed into town to stretch my legs. Tucked away in the mountains, Thomas, West Virginia feels like a town where time slows down in the best way. Along its colorful main street, historic storefronts, local art, and small-town charm come together to create something quietly unforgettable. It's like the kind of place you just don't want to pass through. You want to linger a little longer. That pizza looks insanely good. Fire on the Mountain pizza. So there are two channels that I would like to invite to join me on some adventures out here in the East, in the West Virginia area specifically. That would be Live Today Wanderland. Jason and his wife, they have a great channel. I'm going to put the link to their channel in the description because they're working really hard to develop their channel. They have great content. Jason gets some of the best shots that I've ever seen, photography-wise. And the other one is Kenny of All Trades, because when I look at the data for my channel, a lot of Kenny's audience is also viewing the Nowhere Bound channel. So I think that would be a pretty cool matchup. I think Kenny's dog Toby would get along great with Juniper. What do you think, Juniper? Do you want to meet Toby? I'll tell you what, let's have some fun with this. If you go to Live Today Wanderland or Kenny of All Trades or both of them, go to the links in the description. Let them know that Mike from Nowhere Bound wants a meet up and a collab. And tell them I sent you. Let's make this happen. This egg yolk is brought to you by everybody on the screen who bought treats for Juniper and bought me a coffee, and I really appreciate your support. I know prices are going up, gas is more expensive, and that's not lost on me. For the people who have contributed, your support and generosity is second to none. We have the best audience here on Nowhere Bound. You guys are great, so Juniper appreciates it also. Alright, Juniper is sound asleep and I am tired. I'm about to go to bed. It's about 10 o'clock. Temperature inside the teardrop is 69 degrees. Not sure what it is outside right now, but the temperature is dropping. And by about 3 a.m. we're going to get a steady rain that's going to last all morning. I'm looking forward to that. I actually really love sleeping in this camper when it's raining. The sound just relaxes me. The wind is picking up outside. It's rocking the camper just a little bit, but I've got the camper attached to the Jeep and it's ready to go. Basically, when we wake up and decide to leave, all I have to do is start up the Jeep and pull out of here. Again, there's just not enough time to do everything in one trip. We're just going to have to come back and check out some of the more awesome things that this area has to offer. I truly love it out here, and if you've never been out here, you should check it out. All right, I'm going to bed. I'll see you all in the morning. Good night. We are in for a very soggy ride home in the rain the whole way, about 3 hours, but that's okay. I love it out here, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you to the Patreon subscribers for your continued support. The channel's not possible without you, and also the people who support us on buymeacoffee.com. Can't wait to come back here. Hope you'll come with me too. Until then, be good to each other and get outside. We'll see you next time. Peace.